Let me start in reverse here. At the end of the game, what play do you think the Clippers thought the Suns were going to run?
I think there's no question they're expecting Devin Booker to set some sort of screen and then pop out. And that's really how they defended it. If you look at Nicholas Batum, who they put on Booker for a very specific reason, because he's 6'8", he's long, and they figure 0.9, he's not going to be able to put it down, so he's going to have to catch it and shoot it. So you want extra length on him. And when you look at when Booker set the screen, Batum isn't thinking about bumping at all on DeAndre Ayton. Normally on a screen being set with two guys that don't have the ball, you're hoping that you're going to get a bump by the defender of the screener. In this case, Batum didn't happen because he was so worried if he bumps, Booker pops to the corner, he's not going to recover. So as a result, there's nobody touching DeAndre Ayton, and he basically gets that quick free run to the rim. And then Boogie Cousins, obviously, I've talked about a lot here. He's lined up improperly. He's got his shoulders square to the back, basically to the mid-court line. And as a result, you're giving Jay Crowder a direct sight line to the rim. 6'11", you put him on the ball for a reason. You cannot allow Jay Crowder to see unimpeded a direct line where he wants to throw the ball at the rim. And Boogie Cousins just didn't do enough to impede his vision. And as a result, it worked perfectly. Monty Williams never could have a million years dreamed that was going to work that way, that easily when he drew that up. He's hoping, but there's no way he can envision all that going right.
Ayton didn't even know the goaltending rule. He thought he might have committed offensive goaltending there.
Yeah, right. And I think a lot of people did. You could see he was so sheepish. He dunked it, and he immediately looked around. Do you know what it reminded me of? Go back to Lorenzo Charles.
Yeah.
Right? He dunked it, and he didn't know. He same thing, put his hands like to the side, like he committed a crime, and he didn't want any evidence on the basketball. That's what Lorenzo Charles looked like, and that's exactly what DeAndre Ayton looked like. And a lot of people were debating it at first, and just think about the logic of it. Because you can't score from out of bounds where you're throwing the ball, it has to be a pass. In a game, the reason that could be considered offensive goaltending, because you're not sure if that's a shot or a pass necessarily. In this case, it's got to be a pass because you can't throw it in directly from out of bounds.